Well, good morning and happy New Year's Eve to you all. Can't believe that 2025 is coming to a close. 2026 is just a few more hours away for us to start a brand new year. And as I reflect on how things went in 2025 for me, let me first say that I'm very blessed that have made it through 2025, with no drastic events or outcomes or anything like that, that has impacted my life. So let me start off by saying I'm blessed. Thank the Lord above for protecting and guiding me throughout the year. 2025 for me it was a good year, not a great year though. I basically had 8 goals that I established at the very beginning of the year, and unfortunately, I didn't accomplish any of those. Now, it's very easy for me to sit here and beat myself up on things that I didn't do. So I'm actually going to concentrate on things that worked out well for me in the year. First of all, one of my biggest hobbies playing baseball. And I had plenty of baseball that I played throughout the entire year. I was able to stay healthy. And the other thing I was able to do was actually win a baseball championship with a team that I played with, here in Houston. So that's definitely a blessing in itself. Another thing I was able to do that, really didn't have any plans for, or really just, kind of surprised me, was I was given the opportunity to join a college up in New York and be a part of the employer advisory council, to where I can actually help students that want to come into the consulting industry. Basically, just get introduced to the consulting industry, get more knowledge about it. And I'm also able to provide advice to this college on some of the trends that are happening within the industry. So I was very surprised and very happy to get that opportunity. And as a result of that, one of the things that happened, I was able to facilitate their very first case competition, and the outcome of that case competition exceeded all of our expectations. So, we've got great momentum going into 2026. And, last 2 things that I was able to accomplish: one, I was able to lose about 20 to 25 pounds at the very beginning of the year. Unfortunately, it took a major step back, but, I'm not letting that discourage me as we get into 2026. And the last thing is, I took a leap of faith. I've always had this goal or this dream of, just being an inspiration to people. And I was able to, produce and design and produce some inspirational clothing that's going to be coming on sale within the next, say, 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm very happy about that. Now, in terms of things that I've learned, this year: one, discipline and consistency. Those are 2 things that are essential to have the breakthrough that I like to actually have in my life. Number 2, I actually need to focus on myself even more. I do a very good job, because I'm service oriented, of focusing on the needs of others, but I need to, balance it by looking at myself and my needs, my goals, my aspirations, and put a lot more emphasis on that than I have in the past. I also need to celebrate, the wins. I need to celebrate the things that I'm actually good at better than what I've done. In the past, I minimize the positive impact that I've been able to accomplish with other people or through the job or whatever that may be. So I actually need to celebrate that a little bit more. But 2026 for me is going to be a year that I take my journey up another level, and basically for me to achieve my greatness. So my pledge to you, so to speak, is, why don't we work together to achieve our greatness? So in the meantime, or at least with all that being said, please stay blessed. Happy New Year to you, and let's have a successful 2026. Take care.